All right, what is up, guys? Monday, March the 21st. Excuse me, 22nd. Looked at the wrong day. March the 22nd, 2021. What is going on? Hope you're all doing well. Appreciate you guys tuning in. The Daily Crow is live. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Got a packed show. We're talking baseball. We're talking women's basketball. Of course, the Frank Martin situation continues to evolve and unfold and all that good stuff. As you also see, this is the first Daily Crow, by the way, on the new MacBook. For those who may have missed it over the weekend, your guy finally got a new MacBook on Friday. And I have to tell you guys, this was the first day this is the first Monday, if you will, of creating content, like clipping video, clipping audio. Absolute game changer, life changer, just for yours truly, somebody who has to clip audio and video and edit and do all those things, those tedious things, makes my life 1,000 times easier. So you guys let me know how the video looks, by the way. It looks pretty good on my end, but I would hope on the new MacBook, the video is going to look even that much clearer, that much better. Heck, I don't know. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Got a packed show. Obviously, guys, like I said, got a lot to get into here on a Monday. Before we do so, I want to do I can't even talk today. I don't know what's going on. Before we get going, I want to tell you about my friends over at Flex Squad Fitness, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Flex Squad Fitness, guys. And CJ Profit, the man behind it all, he's been a certified personal trainer for 10 years. And the reason he's so good at what he does is because he struggled with his own weight for many years until he eventually lost 85 pounds himself. 85 pounds. That's a lot of weight. 85 pounds doing the exact same type of training that he does at the gym today. At Flex Squad, they do one-on-one and small group training. Their program is a mix of strength, high-intensity interval training, and endurance training. And guys, the goal is to not only help people look great on the outside, but more importantly, make them stronger and more confident on the inside. And guys, like I said, the reason CJ's so good at what he does is because he's been there, he's done that. He's been exactly where you are in regards to the fitness journey, the mental grind, and he's going to make it custom for you. He's going to make your own custom nutrition plan, workout plan, everything you need to be successful. CJ is going to set you up for success. He's going to get you on the right path, guys. The place changes people inside and out. You're not going to regret walking the door. You're probably just going to wish you did it sooner, guys. And right now they offer a free week for anyone who wants to try out their classes, or 2 free one-on-one sessions to see what they're all about. Or guys, if you go there right now, tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. You're going to get your first month free. Also, quick reminder, we are having a TSUS workout at Flex Squad Fitness this Saturday, 9:30 a.m. this Saturday. Get your butt out of bed. If you want to come to the workout, please DM me ASAP. It's not going to be anything crazy. He's not going to kill you. I thought it would just be a really, really cool opportunity to bring exposure to the gym and what he's doing. And we're going to have the GoPro out there, and I'm going to get some video. It's going to be a really, really good time. Going to be a really good time. Again, CJ Profit, Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. If you are interested, if you want to come out, please DM me, because, again, there's limited spots. It's not like 100 people can go. Please DM me ASAP if you're interested. Again, that's this Saturday. I'm going to be re-promoting it all week long on social media. That's this Saturday, though, 9:30 a.m. in Chapin, South Carolina. Again, all the details are on social media. But, again, our friends at Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, if you're looking for a personal trainer, if you're looking for a gym to go to, they are the way to go. Again, Flex Squad Fitness in Chapin, South Carolina. Be sure to check them out. Tell them Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. And say what's up to CJ, man. CJ's an awesome dude. CJ's an awesome dude. So, appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, let's go ahead and dive into it. Got a lot to get into. Greg says the video is much clearer. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. New MacBook, who dis? New MacBook, who dis? Ritter's in here. Ritter, what's going on, man? How you? Hope you're doing well. Like I said, guys, got a lot to get into, a lot to dive into here on a Monday. We're talking baseball. We're talking basketball. We're talking whatever you guys want. I feel like with Mark Kingston getting tossed from the game today or yesterday, this shirt felt very appropriate to rock, by the way. The Hail to the King Kingston shirt. So love it. Love it. But guys, taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. The phone lines are open. The phone lines are open, guys. Any questions you have, bring it on. We'll go ahead and get it going here on a Monday. Adam Ritter, no, I did not see the comments from Jordan Birch. I have not seen comments from Jordan Birch. I saw the one thing he said about Eric Kimry, but I have not seen those comments from Jordan Birch. This has been a very big, busy morning. Like I said, I cannot talk today. Been a really busy morning for yours truly. My brain, I feel like, is going 100 miles an hour. Let's see. Some notable comment. Defensive players speaking today. Mo Kaba said he's working at weak side linebacker. Big difference today, running a 4-2-5 scheme. Yeah, so. No, I did not see the comments from Jordan Birch, though. Where are those at? Where are those at? Taylor, can we just make Brett Carey a starter? I'm probably going to make a clip about this later today because I know that's a question a lot of Gamecock fans are asking right now. Taylor, you're certainly not the only one, which basically would mean you want to replace what? Julian Bosnick? I'd imagine you want to replace Bosnick in the starting rotation. I do want to acknowledge these questions, by the way, from earlier. Joshua Jenkins was in here at 11:32 a.m. waiting on the live. He said, how do you think the pitching rotation will be when playing Citadel, just one guy until he starts to wear off, or one pitcher an inning? He also said, do you think with Julian Bosnick kind of struggling, do you think Brett Carey, even though he's the closer, could possibly start Sunday games? I mean, he shut down Vandy, who's now the number one team in the country. Again, that's why I want to go back to that question, because he also asked about Brett Carey. I don't think they're going to give up on Julian Bosnick that quickly. I mean, guys, we're talking about a guy in Bosnick that did not give up a hit in his first 16 2/3 innings pitched of his career. So, listen, I know he hasn't been perfect in his first two or the last two starts, if you will, but I still think Julian Bosnick's a guy who's very, very capable. But again, if he goes out there and struggles again against Florida, and you're going to have a short leash for sure, I think it's something you could start to entertain. But we put Carey in the weekend rotation last year, and I feel like we didn't love the results. Like, I feel like Brett Carey kind of just has the mindset to be a bullpen guy. I feel like that's where he is best suited, is in the bullpen. So do they entertain making the change? I don't know. I mean, listen, Brett Carey obviously pitched his ass off yesterday, 5 2/3. Obviously, he was the TSUS Series MVP. If you guys didn't listen to the podcast, which, by the way, if you haven't, check it out, episode 405 that dropped this morning. But obviously, he was our TSUS Series MVP, 5 2/3 scoreless innings, 10 strikeouts against a really, really talented Vanderbilt lineup. I'm not ready to give up on Julian Bosnick in the Sunday role. He still pitched really quality innings for you in the beginning of the season, and I think you let him see how he does against Florida. Again, I don't know what Mark Kingston might do if he wants to make the change, whatever. But I don't think you make that move quite yet. I think Julian Bosnick still, again, has something to prove. I think he's got something left in the tank. I think he's still got a lot of talent, a guy that can help you out and help you win baseball games, and you continue to use care. I will say this, though. You've got to find a way to get the ball to Brett Carey sooner in the weekends, because the last 2 weekends, Brett Carey hasn't even pitched till Sunday, and he's just too big of a piece, and he's just too good of a player for you to not be using him. So I think his role certainly needs to increase, but I don't know if taking a weekend rotation spot is the answer, because then who's your closer? Do you make Mahoney your closer? Do you make Sanders your closer? I think Mahoney would probably be the most likely suspect there. But I don't know. It's certainly options to weigh, and that's a decision Coach Kingston and Coach Meade will have to make. If it was me personally, I'm not yanking Bosnick out of the Sunday role quite yet. I'm giving him one more start. I'm at least giving him one more start against Florida. You see how he fares. If he can't give you 5 innings, if he gets roughed up again, then I think you have to start to reevaluate, because, again, your season's only so long, right? You don't have a 162-game schedule. Excuse me, guys. Let's see. And then you also asked Joshua, how do you think the pitching rotation is against Citadel? Is it going to be one guy, or is it going to be Johnny Holstaff? That's something really interesting too. I understand fans' frustration with the Johnny Holstaff thing. I get it, because the number one goal is to win the baseball game. And we saw it last week in the midweek. It makes the game drag out. You're not throwing your best guys. You don't play as well. I totally understand fans' frustration with the Johnny Holstaff mentality, although it's something that, it's practiced among college baseball. When I played, we did it. A lot of teams do the Johnny Holstaff because it's the best opportunity to get guys innings who don't normally pitch, to give them opportunities, because you want to develop those guys. You're going to have those guys. You're going to have to use those guys. You're going to need those guys in the postseason. You're going to need them. They're going to have to throw. So I totally get that. I think the best option, I think the best plan of attack is this. Start a guy like Josiah Seitler. He's not pitching on the weekend anyways. Let him go 3 or 4, maybe 5 innings, and then try to, in the back end of the game, get your guys in that you want work. I do understand, like I said, the frustrations of going one inning. Like, I get it. But I also understand it, like I said, from Kingston and Meade's perspective. So if they want to do that again, I'm going to have no issues with it. Like, your guys that get opportunities and chances, they need to throw well. They need to pitch well. But, it is for momentum purposes. That game tomorrow against Citadel, I think, is huge for momentum. You just, we're not happy you lost 2 out of 3. Nobody's happy that you lost the series. But to get the Sunday win, to have at least something to feel good about today. You win that Citadel game. You won back-to-back games. You have some momentum now built towards a big weekend series against Florida, and who knows going into that one. So I think it's big to win tomorrow. You need to continue to win. You need to continue to build momentum, and then go from there. So I definitely, we'll see how they attack it. We'll see how they attack it tomorrow. Will they start Sanders and go 1-1-1-1-1? Will they start a guy like Seitler, let him throw 4 or 5? That's an answer I think only that Mark Kingston and Skylar Meade have right now. So your local sports talk, what's going on? Savannah Webster, what's up? Elizabeth Ballard, I just want to say what's up to everybody. SEC Football Tube, of course, Ritter, Brandon Wagner, Bedinger, SEC Football Tube, RJ Kelly, what's going on? Hope y'all are all doing well. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. The phone lines are open. Let me double check, but they should be open. Yeah, they should be open. So I think somebody asked. Todd Smith says, great podcast. I went to school with the Cromer boys at Lexington High. Yeah, DT Cromer was awesome. That was awesome. And it's really cool, his perspective, too, because his son plays for the team right now, which I thought was really, really cool. Savannah Webster, how about the ladies beat the Beavers? Yeah, big win last night. I don't think anybody was surprised they won, obviously winning that first-round game against Mercer. Now you have Oregon State, who is a formidable opponent for sure, but tip-off tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, which is kind of sucks because baseball is also at 7 o'clock. So you guys that are watching it from home, you'll have to do the split screen. I'll be at Founders Park. So, I'll probably be keeping up with it on my phone. So let's see. Christopher Miller, Carey was clutch in the bottom of the 9th yesterday. Glad I was wrong. We didn't get swept. Snapping that losing streak was very important for team confidence. I like this team because they have fight and don't give up. Yeah, indeed. And again, Christopher Miller, you're not the only one, but that's the thing. That's why you don't see me overreact after game 1 or game 2 or even a single series, because baseball changes so quickly. Things change so quickly, and it's just so funny. The people who are about to jump off a ledge after Saturday, you win one game on Sunday, and people all of a sudden are changing their tune, and they feel, winning cures all, right? It does. I totally get it. Winning cures all, but it's a long baseball season. You got to let it play out. Don't overreact. Let the thing play out. So, and again, I said this on the show, and I'll say it here again, in baseball and in life, but in baseball, certainly it's believed that, even when things are not going your way, even when you're going through adversity and you're going through struggle and you keep fighting, you keep grinding, you keep putting in the work, and you continue to stay positive because you believe that the baseball gods are eventually going to shine on you. Eventually things are going to bounce your way. Eventually good things are going to happen to you. And I think that's just what we saw yesterday. I think this was a team, I don't question the heart and the effort and the fight and anything like that. I think this team has that. It's just things weren't going your way. You got punched in the mouth at Texas, and you didn't play good baseball against Davidson, and you suffered 2 really tough losses Friday, Saturday, and again yesterday you saw finally things started to turn your way. So I still feel good about this team, and let's just all be very honest, by the way. That series against Vandy, if we're being honest, from the fan analyst, what is an analyst? From the fan analyst analysis, I think that's what I was saying. From the fan/analyst perspective, right? Taking bias out. When you looked at the South Carolina baseball schedule, right? And you looked at series you felt really, really good about, series that were toss-ups, and series that are going to be really tough and you're nervous about. This was a series that fell in that last category. And this was a series you looked at and just said, okay, you just can't get swept. And I hate to have that attitude because it's like, we're Carolina baseball. We should expect to beat everybody, and I totally agree. But also, again, taking the bias out of it and just looking at the landscape of college baseball and the SEC and kind of where you fall. Again, that was a series you say to yourself, you just cannot get swept. And you didn't. So you technically did your job. And again, you lost 3-2 on Friday. I mean, it's not like you were out of the series. You were really close to winning that damn series. So, but again, if we're all being real, if we're all being very realistic, you looked at that series that you just cannot get swept. So again, winning that game yesterday, I'm not sitting here, like I said on the podcast, I'm not sitting here saying throw a parade because you won the Sunday game and you didn't get swept, but give kudos to the guys for continuing to fight. You go down early in that game too, and to show resiliency and to show fight and to show that character, I think in that ball game, it does say a lot about this team for sure, just in my opinion. So let's see. Joshua Jenkins, honestly, I know it won't happen, but if we're a coach, I would start Thomas Farr the third game. Reason why is if Brandon Jordan and, in my opinion, Brett Carey could get you that Friday or Saturday. But see, I see people saying stuff like that, Josh, and it's like I kind of get where your head's at, but no. Friday, you start your best guy. You start your best option because guess what? They're starting their best guy. So I've seen fans saying, well, if you just know you're going to lose Friday anyways, why don't you start Thomas Farr Sunday? That is the most defeatist loser mentality. You're not conceding the Friday game. You're not doing that. That you're not doing. Like, on what planet are you doing that? So, no, you start your best guy. Thomas Farr is your best guy. Brandon Jordan's your second best. And then you go from there. So, don't try to reinvent the wheel here. That's what I'd say. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. So, Brandon Wagner saw a lot of fire. Kingston tweets before the win yesterday. Thank goodness we won today. That would have been ridiculous. He said best. Also says Trent Strickland says best place to buy tickets to the Charleston Southern midweek. Kid I coach plays for CSU. Probably the third party, man. Ticketmaster or SeatGeek or whatever. So Tom McClellan, what's the latest on Frank? Wonder if we already have somebody in mind. We're waiting until the coach has been knocked out of the NCAA tournament. Porter Moser from Loyola. I don't even know, man. Honestly, I keep hearing things from different people, and I'm starting to think nobody knows what they're talking about. So I couldn't tell you, man. We're all just waiting on the word. I don't think Frank Martin's back, but at this point, I have no idea. Your local sports talk, yeah, new MacBook. Who this, man? Feel good. It feels so good to have the upgrade in technology, bro. It feels so good. Hunter Young, we were close on Friday, and had we gotten some luck, we would have won. Also against Texas, the analytics say we should have won at least one game. We're definitely close enough to take two. I think this team will mature and pitching will get even better. Your thoughts? Well, if the pitching gets even better, we're in a good spot because I think the pitching's been good. The pitching's going to give you a chance to win every single weekend. The bats have just got to do it. So, the good news is, and here's the thing in college baseball, you have the pitching. You have the pitching. Your bats are going to come and go. You just need them to come more than they go. So, that'll be the key. That'll be the key to the Florida weekend. I think you're going to pitch well enough to win. It's just, can your bats do enough? So, Taylor, yeah, always start your best on Friday. That's a given. Always start your best on Friday. Justin says, as a baseball fan, hats off to Jack to toss a no-no in the SEC. Second, it was a good eye-opener, and we know what to work for on the SEC tournament, but I'm happy. Love how they bounce back. Yeah, I mean, Jack Leiter's a freak. He's a stud. I mean, you should never get no hit in college baseball. I will say that. I don't think you should ever get no hit in college baseball, but you also have to tip your cap and say, damn, that Jack Leiter kid's pretty good. So, and he is. Him and Kumar Rocker. It's insane that a college pitching staff has those guys on it. It's just crazy. Phil, what's going on, man? What's going on, Phil? How was your Phil? How was your rugby over the weekend? How was it? I feel like it was a good weekend for you. Michael says, City's still buzzing from Beamer. Look forward to hearing more about spring ball. Yeah, I would say so. I think everybody's pretty fired up. I definitely think, Coach Beamer has brought a newfound energy and excitement into Gamecock football, which is nothing but a positive. So, I tell you what, Deshaun Watson is going through it. He is going through it. Seeing just tweets about Deshaun Watson, and there's more stuff coming up, and Leah Boston, the only player named a finalist for both the Naismith Trophy and the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. How about that? Congratulations, Leah Boston. She's a freak, man. She's an absolute freak. Taylor, thoughts on Clark playing catcher because versus Davidson, it was awful. Well, Taylor, and I've seen other fans complaining about this. Colin Burgess can't catch every game. Okay. He just can't. He can't do it. So at some point, Wes Clark has to catch. Bottom line. He has to catch. Or somebody else has to catch. Would you rather Connor Sino catch, the true freshman? So he's got to catch. Bottom line. Colin Burgess cannot catch every game. And your guy, Alex Boychuk, who I think, he was going to battle for the starting catcher position, got hurt. So, I understand fans' frustration and fans maybe don't understand, hey, why is Colin Burgess not in there? Why is Wes Clark catching? He's got to catch. He has to catch. So, and the midweek is the best time to give Colin Burgess a break. Got to give him a break. Roy Gwynn, nothing on Frank Martin. Nope, we're all sitting here still waiting. I'm right there with you guys. Trust me. Lance, what's going on, man? Justin says, it just me or does Leiter remind you of Glavin with just the filthy movement he has? He does not remind me of Glavin because Jack Leiter throws 98 miles an hour. Tom Glavin did not sniff 98 miles an hour. Let's see. Your local sports talk said Deshaun Watson is the example of why I don't go to the spa. Indeed. Phil, great weekend of rugby for Major League Rugby round 1. Good stuff. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, Phil. I know you got your rugby fill this weekend, so indeed. Let's see. Where are we? Let's see. Yeah, Jordan Birch said, Muschamp was my guy, but Coach Beamer has kept every promise he's made. It's been a pretty smooth transition, and to have my former high school coach Kimmery on staff now is pretty cool. We trust him as a coach so far. Birch says the approach has been more aggressive on defense. He adds there's a higher emphasis with this coaching staff to sack the quarterback. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll definitely have. We'll break down some of those comments and stuff like that a little bit later today. I'll definitely have some quotes I'll be pulling or whatever. But yeah, good stuff. Lot of stuff here on a Monday, man. I'm actually working on an article right now, guys, that I plan on publishing later in the day. My top 5 position battles. I'm looking forward to for spring ball. So really, really good stuff. Really exciting stuff. Again, it's spring practice. The Gamecocks turn to the practice field tomorrow, so I know we're all excited and just something I want to get out there. So. Let's see. Taylor, I agree, but Allen had a perfect throw and Clark is so slow and missed. I just feel like we need another guy other than Clark to be a backup. Well, I'd hate to say it, Taylor, but tough shit. There's nobody else. My friend. So, and you're not taking Wes Clark's bat out of the lineup. So, Courtney Washington, what's going on? What's up? Savannah Webster, anybody know how good OSU is? Are we expecting to easily win with Dawn in the tournament? I expect us to easily win. I'll be honest with you. I got no clue about Oregon State. I don't have any clue how good they are. Joseph, you liking the design for the outfield this week? Absolutely sick. Yeah, it looks dope. Looks very dope. Looks very, very dope. Elizabeth Ballard, I think, was an off game for Wes. He's been fine during the midweek games. Yeah, he was cold. But, the entire lineup was cold for the first 2 days. So, had the big sack fly in that game yesterday. I think Wes Clark will be fine, man. He started out hitting 700, and, he started out so crazy hot. So, he'll be fine. So, Ryan Brack, what's going on? What's up? Lance Player, I love being able to hear from the players. Feels like it was more restricted under Muschamp. I definitely think it was. Yeah, I definitely think it was. No question. Courtney Washington, fun weekend of basketball. Dude, honestly, Courtney, I watched maybe 5 minutes of the tournament. I was so caught up with Gamecock basketball or Gamecock baseball. Gamecock baseball, excuse me. And, I just, really didn't have time to Really didn't have time to dive into the tournament stuff, but you know, whatever. So I think when is pro day, by the way? Is that Wednesday? Is pro day Wednesday? I believe it is. I believe pro day is Wednesday. So the games this weekend are at 7, 4, and noon against Florida. Hunter Young, do you think Kingston's the right guy to lead the team? Do you like his in-game decision-making for the most part? Yeah, I like Mark Kingston. I'm still a Kingston guy. I got no issues with Kingston. I mean, is he perfect? No. I'll tell you this, too, and I think a really underrated piece of the weekend, and you guys aren't going to believe what I'm saying probably, because a lot of people were questioning Kingston for the lineup on Sunday because it was damn near the same exact lineup that they threw out there on Saturday when they got no hit. And a lot of people were saying, why the hell don't you change up the lineup? What in the world? Change up the lineup. Change up the lineup. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. And I say this. I think that was a genius move. And the reason is this, because when you're shuffling the lineup and you're changing guys in and out, like you're not able to get any consistency. Nobody's able to get comfortable. Nobody's able to get in a rhythm, get in a groove. I think you need to continue to roll out the same exact lineup. It's like, you know what? We're going to go with these 9. So we believe in you. We believe you're good hitters, even if you're slumping right now. A guy like Brendan Malone is a perfect example. We believe in you. We're going to continue to roll you out there because we know at the end of the day, a good hitter's going to hit at some point. Eventually, a good hitter's going to hit. Bottom line, a good hitter will hit. So I think continue to roll with those guys. I mean, listen, you're going to have to make some adjustments and slide some guys game to game. It's going to happen, but when you roll out that same lineup and you're giving that same 9 an opportunity, you're allowing guys to get into a rhythm, to get into a groove. It's hard to do that when you're going game to game, having to worry about, oh my God, am I going to be in the starting 9 today? So I think that was actually genius. I think that was smart. I think you saw a lot of guys on Sunday start to get comfortable, take a lot better at bats. And of course, it's much easier to be comfortable when you're not facing a guy who's a top 5 pick. But I thought that was a really smart move from Mark Kingston. So overall, listen, like I said, I'm still a Kingston guy. I got no issues with Kingston. And here's the thing. With Gamecock baseball, though, it's not like other sports where there's gray area and like, oh, should we keep him? Should we not? If we don't win enough, Mark Kingston won't be the head coach. Whether I like him or dislike him, if we don't win enough, he won't be the head coach. Bottom line. There's no gray area with Gamecock baseball. So Joseph, yeah, the bunts by Wimmer. Yeah, he did a great job. Dude, he should be doing that at minimum once a game. I mean, with his speed, asking college infielders to make those plays is it's just damn near impossible if he puts it down in the right spot. So Ryan Brack went on Sunday, helped tremendously with the team's confidence. Yeah, I think so too. And again, we'll see that more so this week, I think. And again, you got a big opportunity tomorrow night against Citadel, and that's that's a big game. That's a big game. And we think back to just a couple of weeks ago when you played them and the intensity and the emotion in that one. I'm sure Citadel's going to come in here, wanting to whoop your tail. You know what I mean? They're going to want some revenge, and you can't allow it. Bottom line, you just can't allow it. So that's going to be a big game. I think that'll be a really competitive back and forth game, and then you got Florida this weekend. So we'll see how they can translate that momentum, into this week, into a really, really big home week, a really big home week for this team. Really big. But, should be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to follow, and I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. So. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Ryan, how could you mispronounce Brack? How is that? How else would you pronounce that last name? Like I don't even know. I don't even know another way to pronounce it. Like how could it break? Would people say break? I have no clue how people would mispronounce Brack. Chuck Thompson, got to have a new basketball coach or there will not be any buzz going into next season. Nobody will want to come if Martin's still here. I really like the Loyola coach. I think fans will still support either way. I mean, I do agree with you that it'll be, with him returning, it'll be, oh, here we go again kind of feeling. But fans will support. I think fans will support. Oh, Brock. Like a instead of an ah. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. For me, I was like, I don't know any other way. I would never say Brock. I don't know. Joseph, we need to get Thomas Farr a win. You know, he deserves one. I think this Friday he'll get it. Facing Ty Madden and Rocker back-to-back weeks is tough, but he still gave us a chance in both games. Yeah, listen, he's going to give us a chance every time he takes the ball. I truly believe that. I think he's one of the best pitchers in the SEC, and he's, you know, he continues to pitch like he's pitching. He's going to make himself a lot of money in this draft. I can tell you that right now. But he's a good one. I mean, he's a real good one. Thomas Farr is a good player, man, and stuff's good. It's electric. You know, I definitely agree with you. He deserves a win. Yeah, stuff's electric. Stuff's electric. Elizabeth Ballard just got the Manscaped cologne in the mail, and it smells amazing. I'm telling you, that cologne's incredible. But hey, thank you for the support. Thank you for buying from Manscaped. That's big. I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Thank you. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Also, if you've not done so, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 405. Of course, breaking down everything from the weekend series at Vandy, the women's basketball game, Shane Beamer in spring practice, your listener questions, and, of course, a fantastic interview with former Gamecocks baseball player DT Cromer. And also, of course, really interesting with DT, his son is a freshman on the team this year. So he gave some really, really cool insight and perspective on everything going on with Carolina baseball as well. So, and not to make DT feel bad, but the oldest, like he is the oldest Gamecock baseball player I've ever had. Like I've never had a South Carolina baseball player pre-Ray Tanner era that has come on the show. So I thought that was actually really, really cool. I thought that was really cool to have somebody from that era. So. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, Ryan Brack, TSUS, the code for Manscaped. You get 20% off plus free shipping. It's a really good deal. And like I said, Manscaped's product line is awesome. It's awesome. Their stuff's incredible in my opinion. So, yeah, for sure. Robbie Davis texting in. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing well. Glad you got the new MacBook. Really excited about this upcoming football season. Of course, congrats to Dawn Staley and the girls getting the win last night. By the way, her 500th win. 500. Excuse me. Ooh. 500 for Dawn Staley. Incredible. Incredible. Like I said before, we got a long way to go in baseball season. So the season's not over yet. It's a long ways from over. Go Cox. Love your show. Appreciate you, Robbie. Yeah, season's, we're still very early. There's 9 SEC series left. So yeah, again, it's going to be really fun to watch it unfold. Going to be a lot of fun to watch it unfold for sure. So your local sports talk says we can't be too disappointed with the Vandy series. They were at home. We kept it close 2 of the 3 games. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're never happy to lose a series. You're not happy to lose a series. But again, when you were looking at the season and the preseason, realistically, that was one of the series. That was the series you told yourself, okay, you just cannot get swept. Win 2 out of 3 if you can. Win 2 out of 3 if you can, certainly. Just don't get swept. Either way, don't get swept. And so you did that. You did that. Now, at least you can say that coming out of Vandy. Again, they're the number 1 team in the country, and you went to their place. So they're going to sweep a lot of people. So, but it'll be interesting to see what you can do this weekend, man. This series, I think, against Florida is big. I mean, I don't want to, it's the second series of the year. I'm not going to say it's like must win or anything, but this is a big opportunity at home to take 2 or 3. I mean, this is a very big opportunity at home. So, you'd like to think protect your home field. Find a way to do that. Bottom line, find a way to protect your home field. And again, the Gators are really good. There's no question. They've got talent all over the field, but they haven't been playing great ball really as of yet. I know they swept Texas A&M, their opening series. A&M not very good though, but really talented ball club. But I think they're beatable, and I think again, especially at home, it'd be really big to take 2 out of 3 from them. Be really big. So. Joseph says our pitching staff is going to be a nightmare against the Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee's, and Georgia. Tennessee's a good ball club, by the way. Do not sleep on Tennessee. They are very good. Very, very good. Joshua Jenkins, what are the chances to win the next 3 SEC series? Well, you got Florida, so that'll be a tough one, but I think it's certainly possible at home. You got Georgia. I'd feel really good taking 2 out of 3 from them. And then after that, I don't even know who the next series is after that. I'd have to look at the schedule. Let's see. Is it Mizzou? Let's see. Florida, Georgia. It is Mizzou. And so, yeah, at home, I feel pretty good about that. Your local sports dog, do you have a prediction for the Florida series? Dude, it's Monday. I'm not even going to drop a prediction until Friday. Come on now. No, I don't have a prediction yet. I mean, we haven't even dove into the series yet, my friend. You're getting way ahead of yourself. We got Citadel tomorrow. I mean, let's take it a day at a time. I'll have a prediction later in the week. I mean, I will say this about it. It's a great opportunity. You need to take care of business tomorrow to continue to keep momentum rolling. But assuming you do that, I mean, it's a great opportunity for you. It's a great opportunity to get at home. You get them at home. I think that's a really big piece of it. Really, really big piece to get them at home. But, it's just one of those things that, when you get them on your home field, you got to protect your home field. You got to find a way to protect your home field. And because it's tough to go on the road. It's tough to go on the road and win a series. It is. So even with capacity limitations and whatever, it's tough to go on the road and win an SEC series. So when you get them at home, you got to find a way to do it. You got to find a way to protect your home field, protect Founders Park. And, I just think overall for building momentum early in this season and to take that series would be really big for you. Be really big. Christopher Miller says, grew up in Sumter. Bobby Richardson is a legend there. He graduated high school with my grandpa. Very nice, sincere guy. Not many left like him. Good stuff. Good stuff. A Gamecock legend. Of course, I'm sure tickets for this weekend are going to be damn near impossible to come by. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'll tell you this. I have got a week full of baseball planned, by the way. I'm actually going to watch my alma mater, North Augusta, play tonight at Airport. I'm going to the South Carolina Citadel game tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'm actually going to go watch AC Flora play. We got a little buddy that plays for Flora that's committed to Citadel, real cool kid that we're going to go check out. So, and then, of course, the weekend, South Carolina, Florida. So I've got a week full of baseball that I am very excited about. Phil says, how about Dawn Staley going from Asia Wilson to Aaliyah Boston? Incredible recruiting. Yeah, just recruiting, man. The rich get richer and you stack up. And I hope we can do that in football soon. I'd love to see us do that in football and really every other sport. But yeah, just incredible recruiting. Aaliyah Boston's a freak. She's a beast and glad she's a Gamecock for sure. So. Did I tell you guys, by the way, I'm really excited. April 10th, yours truly, I'm going to the Atlanta Braves game. Going to go to Atlanta with a buddy of mine. We're going to go check out Braves Phillies in Atlanta. Should be my first time ever seeing the new stadium. I have not been to the stadium, haven't been to the Battery, nothing. Never seen it in person. So I'm really excited to check out the new stadium. That should be a blast. Should be an absolute blast. So Todd Smith says, speaking of tickets, football tickets, bought 6 tickets for the Kentucky game over $1,000. Good Lord. What, did a single game ticket? Hold on now. You bought 6 tickets for the Kentucky game and they were over $1,000? Help me understand what you just said. I really miss my my season tickets for baseball. I paid $300 last year and had tickets to every game. And this year I'm having to go game by game by game by game. It's just so brutal. I really hope this is the last time. This is the last season we got to put up with this shit. What's the NCAA tournament schedule look like? When are is there a game? Hold on. There's games today? There are second round games today? How did I not know this? What in the world? I'm just like completely clueless. Huh. Since when do they play on a Monday? Like, honestly, since when are games played on a Monday? All day long, dude. That is crazy, man. I had no idea. And they don't play again till Saturday for the Sweet 16. Dude, some of these teams in there, Loyola Chicago, Oral Roberts. That's unreal. That is absolutely unreal. I want to check on the bracket challenge. Let's see who's winning this. Joshua Jenkins, top 5 pitchers on Carolina. I would say Thomas Farr, Brandon Jordan, Brett Carey, Will Sanders, Jack Mahoney. I think those are your top 5. Yep. I think those are your top 5. Phil says, flying down for the Vandy game this season been way too long. Phil, come to the TSUS tailgate, man. That's the plan. TSUS tailgate. Here we go. Trying to make it happen. TSUS tailgate. Let's see. Let's see how the tournament challenge is doing. I don't know if any of you guys in here are in that. I'm in 33rd. Brandon Owens, 22, is in first. Let's jump to the phone lines real quick.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Chris? Man, it's Todd Smith.
Yo, what's up, Todd? How's it going?
Pretty good, man. I'm driving. As I shared with you before, I'm an over-the-road truck driver, but I'm from Lexington, South Carolina. Diehard Gamecock fan. Love your show. But
I appreciate
I always buy a few tickets every year online to go to the games because I live in Missouri now.
Right.
And we just bought 6 tickets to the Kentucky-South Carolina game in Section 21, and with all the fees and everything that they put on the tickets, it was over $1,000 for one game.
Yeah, and those are pretty good seats, so it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, since we don't get to go to all the games, we try to, when we go, I always bring a couple of friends with me, and one of my friends, his name's Richard Morris. Shout out to him. He's a diehard Clemson fan, but his wife is a diehard South Carolina fan, so he endures the games with us, and we always have a lot of fun. But just wanted to tell you, man, I love your show. I've listened to lots of different podcasts out there, and quite frankly, they don't hold a candle to yours, man. And I listen to you every day while I'm on the road.
I appreciate.
Thanks again for what you do.
I appreciate that, Todd.
Thank you. When the season starts this year, I want to touch base with you, man. I'd like to meet you in person at one of the games this year if you're in the area.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be here, man. I live down the street from the stadium, so I was going to say whichever game you're at, definitely, certainly we'll be in touch. But let me know. We can make it happen. I'd love to meet you as well, man. We can link up and be a real good time.
And then one last thing, my wife, she's from Arkansas originally, but I have converted her to a Gamecocks fan, and she wore the shirt to work the other day that said, me and my homies hate Mike Bobo, and we have a couple of friends that work with her that are Gamecock fans,
right?
And they absolutely love the shirt, man, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that Auburn game is going to be pretty interesting. We'll put it that way. So
absolutely. We were gonna come to the Auburn game instead of the Kentucky, but we have a family cruise scheduled for Christmas, and we couldn't afford to do two big trips back to back, so that's why we went with the Kentucky game. But I originally bought the shirts because I was going to wear them to the Auburn game.
I got you. Yeah, man, I like that.
You have a great day, man, and thank you for doing your show.
Yeah, Todd, man, I appreciate the love and support. Like I said, please let me know when you come down. We'll definitely link up. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, brother. You have a great day.
Thanks. You as well, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks. Great stuff. Great stuff from Todd, man. That's awesome. Very humbling. I appreciate the kind words, Todd. Thank you so much. Savannah says 0 perfect brackets left. Yeah, I'm just looking again. Brandon Owens, 22, is in the lead in our TSUS tournament challenge. Modern day Con Man and R Wright 971 are tied for second. So let's see. Damn, somebody put my college ERA in there. How brutal is that? Which my college ERA was not very good, in case you guys are wondering. I don't know if anybody really cares, but my college ERA was not all that great. So people love to try to they're doing something. I mean, whatever. I played college ball, so it is what it is. But I did not pitch very well. We'll put it that way. Did not pitch very well. Phil says, your boys rugby ATL beat Toronto 21-14 on Saturday, Chris. I'll be honest with you, Phil. I don't even know, really how you score in rugby. So I need to be educated totally on the game, honestly. Need to totally be educated on the game. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Guys, just locked in a big interview for Thursday. We're going to have former Gamecocks wide receiver Jason Barnes come on the show. Should be a lot of fun talking with him. But again, great podcast today, episode 405. If you have not done so, be sure to check it out. Breaking down Gamecocks baseball, football, everything, all across the board, your listener questions. And then, of course, a great conversation with DT Cromer, former Gamecocks baseball player and major leaguer, by the way. Made it to the major leagues with the Reds in 2000, 2001. Great stuff, great stories from him. Joshua Jenkins says, my ERA is .73 and I'm a freshman in high school. Well, yeah, I mean, I was dominant in high school, but college my mechanics got all out of whack and I couldn't throw strikes and lost confidence and just no bueno. No bueno for sure. So, but whatever. It is what it is. So, it is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. Let's see. We have got literally content bleeding out the eyeballs today. There is so much content because I'm just thinking to myself, all the posts we're going to get out, and I'm like, good Lord, there's a lot of content going to come out today. So, but again, guys, questions, comments, everything else here on a Monday, March the 21st. I keep saying the 21st, 22nd. It's right here, too, on the Mac. It's right there. How am I getting it wrong? It's literally right there. Monday, March the 22nd, 2021. Savannah Webster, when is the men's Final Four and championships? They are moving lightning quick between games. Well, I can tell you, Savannah. I can tell you. The Final Four games will be played. Oh, wait. Where'd the schedule go? All right. Final Four will be played Saturday, April the 3rd. And then the national title is Monday, April the 5th. All right, let's jump back to the phone lines here. Phil calling in. Phil, what's going on, man? Did you call to explain the rules of rugby, or did you have any other questions?
I will be talking about rugby, but I didn't want to explain the rules. That might take way too long. By the way, they're not called rules; they're called laws.
Okay, well, they see. I don't even know what they're. I'm so lost.
Very fancy. Very fancy.
Yeah.
But just so you know, I'm hijacking the show for a moment. It's now called the Rugby Up Show.
There you go.
Instead of the Spurs Up Show. Wanted to give you the rundown of the scores from over the weekend real quick. So San Diego Legion lost to New York 36-29. The LA Guiltinis beat my Free Jacks 42-27.
Wow.
Rugby ATL beat Toronto. By the way, both of these teams are in Atlanta right now because Toronto, due to COVID, is in the United States all season. 21-14. Houston SaberCats beat the Seattle Seawolves 30-24. I got two more for you. The Austin Gilgronis lost a very close one to Utah, 28-30. And NOLA, which is New Orleans, tied with DC in the late game on Sunday, 26-26. So I did want to point out that the game that's going to be on the weekly broadcast, the national broadcast, this coming week is at 9 p.m. on Saturday. It's the late game. Toronto versus Utah on FS2 is going to be the game of the week nationally.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I feel bad for Toronto because they're having to play and live in Atlanta due to COVID. So they're traveling out to Utah, 9 p.m. game on FS2 on Saturday. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Oh yeah.
There's your weekly rugby roundup. Love it. Love it. Love it.
All right, brother.
I appreciate you, Phil.
Go
Thank
Cox.
you. Go Cox. Yes, sir. Good stuff. Good stuff from Phil. 843-790-3377, guys. We got less than 10 minutes left. Joshua Jenkins says, so Brendan Malone did get a hit on Sunday, but he did strike out 2 other times. Do you think he's starting to get better and might be starting something, or is it just another hit and still struggling? It was encouraging to see him get a knock for sure. And again, I just think he's a guy that needs to continue to be in the lineup. At some point, you know what? If you got to pull the trigger and say, we got to play somebody else, sure. But he has the potential. He can hit. He can hit. So I think it's better off. You're better off continuing to ride with Brendan Malone. It's still not perfect. Obviously, he still needs to improve. But yes, he did get the knock. I thought a really, really good approach from him going backside. And that was late in that game. So, could be a sign of encouragement. Could be nothing. Who knows? Well, we don't know. Only Brendan Malone really knows what's going on in his head. So, we'll see what happens. I'd love to see him get him going, though, just because I know he's a good kid. And I know he's got the potential, man. I've seen it. But you got to get going at some point. You have to get going at some point. There's no question. So, Savannah Webster, why are they moving so quick at the championship isn't until the same time as the women's? I have no idea. I have no clue. I have no idea. Courtney Washington, next basketball season going to be back to the regular programming with the Blue Bloods returning to form. Yeah, I mean, you'd imagine so. Schools like Duke and Kentucky, and they're not going to stay down for long. You know what I mean? They're not going to stay down for long. So certainly, I think they'll get back to form next year. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls, everything else. Really good Monday here, guys. Appreciate y'all. All the way. By the way, I appreciate everybody that tuned in to the live stream watch-alongs over the weekend. That was a lot of fun. Especially, yesterday we had like 100 people. It's crazy what happens when you win. So I definitely think this is going to be something that we're going to try to do. See, I want to say football, but I want to go in the games. That's the thing. I want to go in the games. How can we make that happen? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the live stream watch-alongs are fun. They're very fun. Now, we probably won't do another one until probably next weekend when the team goes to Georgia. But, whatever. We'll adjust then. But isn't it crazy, guys, by the way? March is about to be over. March just started. Like, it literally just started, I feel like. So, it's crazy. Brandon Owens, wish we'd give Satterfield a few starts over at first. Feels like he gives us better at bats than Mendham. Well, Mendham had a couple knocks yesterday. I mean, I hear you. I think Mendham's biggest thing is he has to shorten up, man. Some of the swings are just so erratic, and he's swinging like he's swinging for the moon. It's like, dude, just relax. Just put the ball in play. Just hit it on the barrel. Just give us a base knock. So, but I'd like to see Satterfield continue to get ABs as well. Let's see. Savannah Webster, how about Dawn hitting 500? Where does she stand with the all-time greats hitting that number? I mean, she's certainly one of the all-time greats. There's no question. A goat in her own right. Your local sports talk, if Frank is retained, what should change next season? Well, see, that's the $1 million question. What can you change? What can really change going into next year? I don't think much of anything. Ryan Brack, love the live streams. Can't thank you enough for doing this. Well, I appreciate you, man. Honestly, I'm glad to hear people enjoy them because I was kind of, I didn't really know kind of what the reception would be to it. I'm glad people enjoy them. I appreciate you, my friend. So, again, does not having the COVID situation, does it impact next season? I'm sure it'll make it, better for sure. But again, like I've told you guys, and I'm so glad we're not having to spend hours among hours talking basketball. But, since we are talking about it, again, I would assume that the minimum expectation of everybody in this chat would be for Gamecocks basketball, if Frank returns, to make the NCAA tournament. What tells you that's a realistic goal going into next year? Because there's nothing that tells me that's realistic. Absolutely nothing. And that's not being negative. It's just reality. It's just reality at this point in this program. It just is. So I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong, but I don't think I am. So I still don't think Frank's back. I still don't think he's back. But at this point, honestly, who knows? Who knows at this point? So we'll see. Joshua Jenkins, do you think Williams-Brice will have at least 50% fans? I think they're shooting for 100, man. I think all these SEC schools are shooting for 100%. So they're going to try to let in as close to that as they can, I think, without a doubt. Todd Smith, have you heard anything about attendance? I have not. Again, I think the plan, you've already heard Alabama, Georgia, and A&M say the plan is to do 100% capacity. And I think that's going to be SEC wide. I think the plan is going to be to do 100%. So will that happen? I mean, I have no idea. I'd love to see it. I know we'd all love to see go back to packed stadiums and packed tailgating. And, that's what we all want. That's what we all want at the end of the day. I don't know what the timeline is on that. So Tanner Land says Frank needs to be retained. He's the best coach Carolina has ever had, and you can check out his record. Tip the cap, Tanner, and I tell you this, man, he's the best coach we ever had. That's saying a lot about the pitiful history we've had. I can tell you that right now. So, and I mean, that's no knock on Frank, but that says a lot. I think that says a lot. So, but, we'll see what they do. It's all wild card Bob Caslen. Wild card Bob Caslen. That's who it falls on, if they keep him or not. So that's who it's going to fall on. But guys, this has been fun. Great Monday. Good stuff. Appreciate your questions, comments, everything else. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate the love and support. Like I said, if you have not done so, check out the podcast drop this morning. Episode 405. Again, breaking down Gamecocks baseball, the start of spring practice, women's basketball, your listener questions, and a really phenomenal conversation, really great interview with former Gamecocks outfielder DT Cromer and former major leaguer. Really, really cool stuff. Great conversation with him. Again, DT Cromer joining the show, guys. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Normal week this week, live noon to 1. No live watch-along streams planned or anything because of the home games. We've got tomorrow against Citadel. We've got all weekend against Florida, and I plan on being out there live at those. So I'll be at those games. So no live stream watch alongs. But again, Daily Crow all week, noon to 1, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned with the content. Like I said, guys, we have got content bleeding out of the eyeballs this week, which is a good thing. So again, guys, appreciate the love and support. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday. We will talk to you tomorrow.